Howdy folks, GreyHawk4x4 coming at you again, your resident vintage gamer, and today we're going to talk a little bit about some classic vintage gaming miniatures for Dungeons and Dragons. You could use them for Dungeons and Dragons or any other tabletop, fantasy game that you had going, role-playing game. So specifically, the ones I decided to dig out where I have some complete sets of old minis that I thought you might be interested in seeing. So the first one is, and this is all going to be the same theme. So the first one is the Hobbit, the box set for the Hobbit, and these were produced by, it says made by Mithril Macroom Company, Cork, Ireland. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but if you guys are looking for these, that is who made them. And the camera will, I'm sure, is going to have trouble keeping focus because I'm going to be showing you guys stuff and everything. But anyway, so these sets were, of course, based on The Hobbit, and then I also have the one for the Fellowship of the Ring. And they are quite complete and very good quality. They each come with one of these little sheets right here that shows you what figures are in the box. And this particular one has Bilbo, Thorin, Gollum, Elrond, Gandalf, Bjorn, the Elven King, the Great Goblin, and Bard. And when I say that they were very good quality, even the quality of the styrofoam was very good because it's quite sturdy. Doesn't deteriorate, hasn't deteriorated in all these years. Has not deteriorated in all these years. And I'm just going to show you a couple from each set. So here this is the Gandalf figure from this particular set, and I do not know how well detail is going to show up. If I do that, sometimes it helps. I'm hoping that we can get this to show some detail for you, but I'm not sure. Please focus. That's a shame. That's not gonna, oh wait, there we go. So there you have some detail of the figure. And they are not pre-primered. You have to primer them if you're going to paint them. These two sets that I have are both basically mint, with the exception of they have been opened, obviously. But I've never painted them. I've never primered them since I've had these since the 80s. So, let's see what another one here. Another one that might show some detail good. This is the Goblin King, and he comes in two pieces. There's his weapon is right there. You have to glue it on. So I'll just show you the figure here, and let's see if we can't get some show detail as well. See if we can get this down. There we go. So that is your Goblin King. And the rest of them, if you want, I'm sure you'll be able to Google this particular box set that I showed you, featuring 9 personalities from J.R.R. Tolkien's famous classic. And it's Mithril miniatures, and they even give you a little, at least in this one, I had a little catalog that they had that showed all of them. These are other ones that were available. I don't know if these were in box sets. So like Treebeard, there's Treebeard. I do not have him. Carrying the Hobbits. How frickin' cool is that? With Merry and Pippin. How frickin' cool is that? I wish I had that. Anyway, So that's the first set from Mithril here. Let's move on to the next, which is the Fellowship of the Ring. And again, featuring 9 personalities from J.R.R. Tolkien's famous classic. And then this one, again, they did give us another, I did get another catalog right there, so. And there's the sheet that came with it that shows all of them. And just for a couple of examples here, I will show the Gandalf in this one, which is different from a different pose from that one. And you can see he has Glamdring there and his staff both. What's interesting about this particular set is if you look at the paper that they give you, here's Gandalf here where my finger is. And as you can see, he's right here. And as you can see, Glamdring is pointed outward. And yet on the figure that's in the box, it is not. It is down towards his feet. A little bit of different. They decided to cast it different, or if there was 2 different castings maybe. I'm not sure. But, and this should be Gimli here, I'm guessing, yeah. Here's Gimli, and we'll show you Gimli. See if how well he comes up. He's kind of small, so we'll see here. Let's see. Turn it the right way, AJ. It's kind of hard to see his face detail, but trust me, it's there. So, anyway, those are those 2 box sets. Again, from Mithril, you can Google that, see the pictures on the internet machine, and all that. So that's those 2, which leads me into a different manufacturer, which is Grenadier Models, which is very familiar to anybody that played D&D, that it had minis. A lot of them, if not most of them, were Grenadier. So this is the Grenadier Tolkien, Lord of the Rings. Now if you notice there, the artwork there, it says Fellowship of the Ring, for use with ICE's Middle-earth role-playing game, which I do not, sadly, I don't know how I don't own any, it's called, for short, we call it MERP, Middle-earth role-playing. I do not own any MERP stuff. Nothing. But that's what these were designed for. You could use them for D&D, of course. But what's interesting about that artwork there, again, is that is from the original animated motion picture right here. I have it, of course, on VHS. I also do have it on DVD. And here's the back for you, so you can see some of the similar artwork to what's on that box, the mini box. Very, that's where they took the artwork from. And then just another little collectible that I have. I don't even know how I got it, but I have the photo. It's called a photo novel of the motion picture, and basically what this is a complete graphic novel of the film. I mean, like, every frame is in here. So basically you could read this and you're basically reading and watching the film, because every frame is in here. So and I have a couple of these. I have one for one of the Star Wars movies, I think, too. And they were just called photo novels. So, just another little tidbit there, another little trivia thing there. But I will show you some of these. Some of these are painted, some of them are not. It looks like, for whatever reason, I primered all of them. Here's Gandalf from this set. There we go. So that's Gandalf. Glamdring is at his side. And of course he has his big gnarled staff there. And here is, and this is the entire fellowship here. You have Boromir, Gimli, Legolas, Merry Pippin, Sam, Frodo, Gandalf, and Aragorn. You have them all. And there's 10 figures in this, because you also get Bill the Pony. He's one of the ones that got painted. But that is Bill the Pony. And see if I can get, there we go. There's some in focus for you there. So that is that set. Now, that particular set did come with a paper that told you what all the figures were. My set does not have it. I don't know what happened to it. So I had to go on and use the internet machine, and I basically found one. I used Bandicam to take a screenshot of it, and then I printed it out. So that's your set right there. Again, you guys can Google this stuff if you want to see pictures of all the stuff in better detail. I'm sure it's out there. But I thought that for today's video, you would enjoy seeing some of these old figures. All Tolkien related stuff. And then the other collectibles and stuff that I had to go with it, like the photo book. Let me know if you guys have this stuff. I don't know if any of you my subscribers have any of this stuff. If anything that I said was incorrect, please correct me down below. If you know why the casting is different in that one box set from the picture, or any of those things, please add it below. Thumb up, hit the bell, follow me on social media, all that good stuff. It all helps. I appreciate it, guys, and we will catch you on the flip side.